Yeah, so one fun thing is that me and Andy played Escape Academy, which recently came to Xbox Game Pass.
Yes.
We conquered it. I think the game didn't know exactly what to do with two genius minds like ours put together. It kind of fell apart.
The game collapsed in on itself and just gave you guys the win.
It couldn't handle the intensity of our combined intellects, but it was still a fun time.
The best part was when we got to a safe that had like 9 different puzzles happening, and we kind of just stumbled into accidentally solving a couple of them, and that made the rest of them easy to solve.
Fumbled about until we figured it out finally. We just opened stuff one at a time. For real, it was a good balance between puzzle types and challenge varieties. I mean, some stuff you just drop into place one piece after another because you're on just like a string of logic.
Yeah.
Whereas other challenges you kind of mull over, or we kind of mulled over for a few minutes before we realize what the game is trying to get us to do.
Sometimes it's like, I don't know if a pun is a good way to put it, but like sometimes, it's like a pun where like your brain is trying to solve a math puzzle, but like the game is actually wanting you to sound out the words or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like trying to get you to realize some aspect of like the world or your environment, or just like, it's like a lateral thinking puzzle, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
And it ultimately seems obvious because then you're like, oh, okay, I get it. It's like a word thing or a number thing that I had to just think through.
John, everybody. John.
Good. Hey, everybody. How we doing today?
Better now that you're here. One aspect we both appreciated, I think, was the game's steady pace. It just like... It doesn't bog itself down in visual novel distractions amazingly, like you think it would from the previews, but there's like just enough context and atmosphere as it moves along, just giving you level after level of like
it seems
rooms.
Pretty self-aware.
Yeah.
Like it was fine. Like it definitely didn't, it wasn't trying to be a visual novel. It was just stringing along the gameplay sections, and it was fine with that. And it was kind of just like, there was even one where like with the bomb flask, where the person just had like a little scene, and then they were like, oh yeah, also I placed a bomb here.
Right. Just enough to be like, okay, we have a little injection of like characterization or humor or something like that. The world building really is mostly in the levels. You can find objects that tell you stuff about the world. But that's optional, That's while you're looking for puzzle elements, you can find world building materials.
A design choice that I really enjoyed, I felt like worked with the game, was that even on online co-op, we were on split screen, which at first you might not like, like you might not like the idea of that, but it kind of helped in a lot of times where like Flask would be like solving a puzzle, and I would look over and be like, oh hey, that kind of looks like this thing I saw, and we would see that like this other object was like a map to the puzzle he was solving. You know what I mean? So I would just stare at that to give him the map while he was solving it. Shit like that.
Yeah. Like we're on a radio with each other.
Happens.
Like it definitely feels like, even though you could play it in solo, it feels like a game that like you gotta play in co-op. You know what I mean? You gotta play in co-op.
Yeah, I liked that. I like that as well. Was there anything else you want to say about Escape Academy?
No, I think you captured it pretty well. It was a fun, charming game. It kind of hit me, I don't want to go this far, but like in a very small way, kind of like It Takes Two did, where like I enjoyed how each escape room's aesthetic and design was totally unique from the one before it. And I don't even want to give you some examples just because they're all fun to experience, but all the rooms are really well designed, like cool aesthetics, fun to explore, fun puzzles. That's the key thing. They're not like hard, but they're fun,
Right. They make you think, but they're not terribly difficult.
They're involved enough that I'll admit there was 1 or 2 times that me and Flask did reach the timer and had to get an extra 5 minutes. Just 1 or 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
And even on the ones that we did easily, like they're involved enough that like it took us 15-20 minutes,
I really and the game admitted that on podcast.
Yeah, we'll see how you and Greg do after this. Let's do that.
Right. I bet they'll do it sub 10.
Oh God. The game does tell you, by the way, what the estimated time for completing a level and the difficulty level up to out of 5. So you can kind of gauge like, oh, we have this amount of time to play, so we can do a couple levels here.
Yeah, for sure. No, even though we did beat it in 2 solid sessions.
Yes. Yeah, I was like, oh, that makes me feel great that we like completed it the next time we played. It was just
because the game kind of has this chapter set up, right? And so like you expect there's like 4 or 5 chapters. No, there's just 2 chapters, and that's fine. Like the game was long enough. Game was long enough, but like it was hard to gauge how far we were from the end until the very end.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like it came in at a good time. Like I didn't overstay its welcome. It didn't understay. It was good.
Though I am looking forward to hopefully the developer gets a lot of money from the Game Pass deal and makes some DLC. I would play some DLC great. For sure.
Definitely.
Especially on the Game Pass, like you can't even if you don't think you're a puzzle gamer, I think you and a friend will get a lot of value out of that.
Yeah, that's really a good point to mention. It doesn't require any outside or esoteric information or knowledge. Everything that you need to solve the puzzles is in the game, which I appreciate. It's not like an old text or old adventure game.
I hesitate to give like specific examples, but like there was something that I recognized from work, and I was like, "Oh, that can't be the answer because only I would know that." And then Flask found like that piece of knowledge somewhere, and then I was like, that is the answer.
And there was stuff like I love words and the English language, so I was like on the ball with word
dude,
puzzles.
That was cool, like how you were killing it with word and color puzzles, and how I was killing it with like the math and like the science puzzles.
Yeah, definitely we perfectly complemented one another. So you guys are fucked. Yeah, I don't know about you guys.
Okay, me and Greg are in a compliment.
Well, luckily for you, I'm good with colors, and Vito's good with everything else. So
Vito has a degree related to mathematics.
And Greg's good with all the anime.
I watch anime. Yeah, I watch anime. Really I know everything.
Yeah. How many anime puzzles were there? It's probably a lot.
Oh goodness, we didn't.
Don't spoil. You don't got to say anything. Don't spoil
it. Just leave it. Let's find out.
Okay.
Let us find out.
That's Escape Academy though. I made my bag.
The game does sound cool. I can't wait.